presentation. Next, I would invite Mr. Prem Narayan. He is the Director, Ministry of Urban Development, Government of India. He is, I see from his biodata, he is an alma mater is IIT Kanpur as well as IIT Delhi, same as mine. And then also he did his management degree from the Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore. Mr. Prem Narayan. I request all the speakers to restrict their talk to 10 to 12 minutes so that everyone gets an opportunity.
Yeah. Yes. No, I'll do. Respected Chair, Major General Shiv Kumar, co-speakers on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, it's my proud privilege to be part of this session. I would be giving my presentation on the initiatives taken by Ministry of Urban Development on e-governance, what way our ministry has been contributing in terms of more awareness on the e-governance and how e-governance is shaping up in the entire country. My presentation would cover the e-governance initiatives of our ministry. We have got JNNURM, Jawaharlal Nehru National Urban Renewal Mission. It's a Government of India scheme of 1 lakh crores where the projects on 9 sectors of urban development are sanctioned by the ministry, and it's a reform-linked scheme where all the states are required to achieve 23 reforms in order to further take funds from Ministry of Urban Development. We have also developed a project management information system on JNNURM. I would be giving more details on that. Also, the MIS of Project Management Information System, how it is useful to the ministry as well as to various states. On the e-governance initiative fronts, our ministry has e-Awas, a very famous national e-governance award-winning website, which takes care of about 66,000 houses allotment, online house allotment in Delhi, and about 36 houses allotment across 8 regional centers. We have got e-Seva, that is CPWD's online service monitoring for government accommodation and maintenance. E-Dharti is another initiative on management of government properties that is under Land and Development Officer in our ministry. We have got PMIS. We have e-governance reform achievement by ULBs in states to claim funds flow under JNNURM. Just to give you a brief about JNNURM, it's a project-based program on Government of India linked with the achievement of state level, ULB level and optional reforms. Put together there are 23 reforms. E-governance is one of the reforms. And the idea is to encourage reform and fast-track planned development of identified cities as prioritized by the states. The focus is to create economically productive and efficient as well as equitable responsive cities. This program was of 7 years duration, and it is getting successfully implemented across the country. Just to give you a glimpse of the JNNURM scheme, we have got 2 schemes, that is UIG, that is meant for 65 mission cities, and UIDSSMT is meant for small and medium towns in the country. There are 4,113 towns identified, out of which we could able to cover 672 towns. And there are 807 projects under UIDSSMT, out of which 269 have been completed. Whereas under UIG, we have got 164 projects completed out of 552. The scheme has got overall allocation of 42,900 crores, and the approved cost of the project is about 80,000 crores. and we have got total about 1400 projects under this. There are 9 sectors under JNURM: the water supply, roads, urban renewal, heritage, stormwater, drains, parking, and the soil erosion. The projects are prioritized by the states under these sectors, and then Government of India approves the projects and the further funds flow takes place. Just to give you the under these 9 sectors, the priority sectors decided by the states majorly are on the water supply. We have maximum number of projects, followed by sewerage, drains, solid waste management, roads and flyovers. On e-governance reform, the forum is basically on the e-governance. Just to give you an idea, across the country, we have got 65 mission cities. It is important to mention that we have got 37 cities which have achieved e-governance across reform. Under e-governance reform, we have got 8 modules, and these 8 modules have been achieved by these 37 cities. Prior to JNURM launched, that is prior to 2005, we were having e-governance initiatives only in 4 metro cities. Now in 2012, we have got 37 cities which have achieved e-governance across the country, and we are monitoring the e-governance initiatives through our reform appraisal agency across the country. Just to give you, because the conference is here in Rajasthan, I am happy to say that Rajasthan has achieved e-governance reform, and we have got 2 mission cities identified in the state of Rajasthan, that is Jaipur and Ajmer. All these reform has modules under e-governance reform has been achieved. These are resulting into improvement in the service delivery, decentralization, better information management and transparency, citizens' involvement in governance, overall improvement in urban governance across all departments at all levels. The objective of the PMIS, which has been developed for JNURM, is to provide online and up-to-date information for management and monitoring of projects by JNURM Directorate. This is also allowing the JNURM Directorate and TCPO to update status of projects, their appraisal and approval, uploading the information related to release of funds and the completion of projects, also allowing the SLNAs, that is the state level nodal agencies, to enter data for projects of all urban local bodies under their control and monitoring. The state level nodal agencies are submitting the detailed project reports, utilization certificate and QPRs through PMIS for better monitoring and further release of funds. This PMIS, the flow of information, the flow is like, first the project sector is identified by the ULVs of the state, then the ULV and the SLNA, they prepare the DPR, that is appraised at the state level, and it comes to the Government of India. There the projects are further appraised. After that, there's a state level sanctioning committee that approves the project, and then afterwards, once the projects are submitted as along with the priority decided by the states, then Ministry of Urban Development approves the projects, and further to that the funds flow takes place, and after the utilization of funds and achievement of the reforms, further installments are released to the states based on the utilization submitted by them and the reform status on the quarterly progress reports submitted by them. And once the project is completed, then the SLNAs are uploading the completion certificate. The responsibilities for the PMIS registration of ULV lies with the state government. Submission of DPR also at the state level. Appraisal is done both at state and ministry level. Disbursement of funds takes place at the ministry level to the states. Submission of UC, QPRs, completion certificate, all these are at the state level. Uploading of orders, minutes of the meeting, both at state and ministry level. And the MIS for the stakeholder is monitored at both the level. We have got certain features in PMIS, online registration of the SLNA and the officers working under them. There's an online user guideline available on the website so that any user can download the user guide and take the guidance from that. In case if the user is forgetting the password, that facility has been inbuilt. This is for two types of scheme, that is UID and UID SSMT and UIG. There's a easy navigation through home, back and print button. It's a user-friendly application and generation of MIS report for analysis at the ministry level, state level, or even for answering the parliament questions. The project nomenclature is it may be little technical, but we have put a lot of energy into designing the whole website. And the project number is unique, and it has got different digits, like first 2 digits for the state code, followed by the district code, 2 digits, then another 2 digits for the urban local body code, and the sector code is there for 3 digits, and the project code under that particular sector. So each and every project code is defined, and it's unique, it cannot repeat for any such project. This is the home page of the website. We have also created a facility as we take the mouse on different disk on the different circle, the gist of the information is displayed, and once the mouse comes at the center, the overall picture of the say UID SSMT is reflected in terms of number of projects approved, completed, approved cost, ACA committed, and the ACA released to the states. We have got different links for uploading the information by the SLNA, by the ministry, then the generation of utilization certificate, quarterly progress report by the states, then the MIS, acknowledgement of the utilization certificate, quarterly progress report, so that every information uploaded by the SLNA, it is available on the website in time-bound manner. These are some screenshots how the DPR submitted by the SLNA. The finer details are available. SLNA, once the appraisal is done, at that level they have to feed the information so that the further flow of the project takes place. Then the approval, once the approval is done by the ministry, then at that level the entries are made by the concerned desk in the ministry. Then SLSC approval at the state level, those details are fed. Then once the MOUD approves the project, at that time the project is reflected on the website for viewing by the state, and then the state get the first installment released against the project, so that the project can commence from that state. Here is the installments and incentive releases. Once the releases are done by the Ministry of Finance Expenditure Department, the orders are uploaded on the website, and it is for the information for the state to further take the money from their exchequer as the funds get transferred from Government of India to the state exchequer. Once the project is completed, completion certificate is displayed. This is online utilization certificate generated online on the website, and then the printout is taken for the reference of the SLNA. Quarterly progress, I am just rushing through because paucity of time. So the QPR, yeah. Then the uploads, we have got uploads of the UCs, release orders, everything. Then this is the MIS. Once we click on the 807 button, we get the state-wise and sector-wise information. This screen shows that once this gives the information on the every state, for every state how many projects are approved, what is the number of projects completed, and the other financial details. This is the state-wise summary for all 32 states. Here is the sector-wise summary we get for all the 9 sectors, the total projects approved, completed, and the financial details. Then for each detail, we further drill down on particular state, and then we get this type of screen. And further drilling down on this, we get the details of the releases, and the copy of the release order is PDF copy is displayed on the screen. And once we click on the completion, then the completion certificate is also displayed. So entire information has been captured in the PMIS website. We have got for each and every project, for 807 projects, single sheet available, which has got the information on project details, the SLNA appraisal, the financial details, and the completion details. Similarly, for the releases, we have got the financial information. We can, while selecting the year range, we can get the information. This is very useful for answering the parliament questions, also for internal analysis at the state and ministry level. These are just the screenshots. So I like to conclude by saying that this PMIS has brought transparency and speed in the project monitoring at the state as well as at the central level. The availability of documents on funds releases by Ministry of Finance and completion certificates by the states could be ensured, because while developing and ensuring this exercise, this particular website, so each and every detail has been captured, has been uploaded on the website. We have got all types of information that can be extracted from the MIS for smooth handling of parliament questions, BIP references, matters of urgency, like we get references from PMO, a standing committee, that data analysis on fund releases, project completion, and the purpose of future line of action. All that can be decided based on the information available. Comparison of states based on better performing laggard state, all that analysis is possible because of this PMIS website. With these words,